These are the Oraimo 3C wireless buds, and I thought I'd give them a shot after I was thoroughly impressed by the Itel Buds Fire. You can watch that review later. I have linked it in the description. Oraimo did an interesting thing here. These buds are actually hardshell buds with rubber attachments. It's a smart design because it gives you basically two types of buds in one. As a concept, it's brilliant, but in reality, there are some trade-offs. These rubber attachments are not damba and lose their tight fit around the hardshell design over time. Ear sweat and the oils that come with it lubricate the surface that the rubber tips grip onto, further contributing to them losing that secure and tight grip on the buds. Imagine someone wants to grab your attention and you pull out one of the bud from your ear only for the rubber tip to stay firmly attached in your ear, and now you have to fumble around trying to remove that too. No, but wait up, Baran's last number. One way of regaining your aura after that little embarrassment is to like and share my videos and subscribe to the channel. Trust me, it works. That said, there are some practical uses for this dual personality. With the rubber tips attached, you get a great passive noise cancelling because of how the rubber tips seal your ear. You also get a more secure fit for when you're running around in the streets or lifting weights in the gym, a luxury that you cannot enjoy with the rubber tips detached. Then, my favorite. The richest audio experience is delivered with the rubber tips attached. The bass that is in very short supply with the rubber tips removed is plenty and thunderous with the rubber tips engaged. Actually, let's crack on with the sound quality of these babies. They definitely didn't disappoint. Clarity is great, bass is clear and rich. You don't get any distortion at high volume ranges. They are excellent, these little buds, on sound quality. Dare I say, even better than the Itel Buds Fire at high volumes. But when you live with them for long enough, some chinks start to show in their otherwise pristine armor. At some point, these buds started having connectivity issues whenever I received a notification. One of the buds, and sometimes both of them, will just die for a few seconds, then come back to life a little bit later. The other anomaly is uneven battery drain. The left bud has a battery drain that's a lot faster than the right bud. I'm getting about 3 hours on the left bud and approximately 7 to 8 on the right one. To spice things up, the left bud no longer charges to 100%, so on top of rapid battery drain, we also start things off with a lower state of charge. I guess 5 months of hard use can do a bit of damage, just a little bit. Oh, I almost forgot, we have an app. It does a couple of things like show you the state of charge of the buds minus the level of the case. I'm gonna have to stop you right there, Review Eddie. Editing Eddie over here, and the app does in fact show you the battery level of the case. It's just that you have to have the buds in the case with the case of the lid open for you to be able to see that battery percentage of the case. Right, now that we've corrected that little misinformation, back to you, Review Eddie. It's also got an equalizer with 5 presets and the option to add your own custom EQs, which is a very nice touch. It's a pretty effective equalizer too. It does a good job of fine-tuning audio to your preference. The buds also have touch controls, basic ones. Double tap to play or pause on one of the buds and double tapping to increase the volume on the other. A long press is dedicated to launching your assistant, be it Gemini or Siri. There is nowhere in the app to disable touch controls, and I was hoping I get that option because these touch controls are not very useful to me. It's mostly hit or miss with all of them. Half the time the double taps don't work, and sometimes just adjusting the fit of the buds in your ear means you're unintentionally long pressing the button on either side of the bud, launching your smartphone's assistant. Oh, and the mics are terrible. I wouldn't recommend these buds for casual or professional calls. Just don't. Just don't. So, quickfire ratings on the Oraimo 3C buds. Price is fair to high at $30 for these types of buds. 3.5 stars. Sound quality is amazing. 4.5 stars. Features are decent, but not that well executed, so 3 stars there. Microphones are pretty bad and useless in noisy environments, 1.5 stars. Durability is bad, less than 6 months and one of the buds is already faulty. Remember, Oraimo has a 1-year warranty on these, so expectation is at least a year of perfect performance, 2 stars. Overall rating on the Oraimo 3C buds is an average 2.9 stars out of 5. These are perfect for someone who needs great sounding buds and nothing else. This rating thing is a YouTube shorts, so send over all the feedback you have on it. Thanks a ton for watching, sharing, subscribing, and I'll see you in the comments.